Good evening, guys. So, listen, I apologize about how dark it is, but I'm still in my vehicle. I've been going all day, but I just need to take this time to have a little word with you all. And what I want to talk to you all about this evening is, what are you believing? Are you believing what God has told you, or you're believing what man has told you? I know some of you can probably relate because I am guilty of doing this very thing where God has given me a vision. He has told me this is what I should do and this is what's going to come to me. And I've been afraid to speak about it. Or I may speak about it, but then I'm afraid about if it's going to really happen. And the reason why I'm afraid about if it's going to really happen because for some odd reason I believe that the blessing that God has promised me is somewhat weaker than the curse that someone is trying to put on me. Let me say that again. The blessing that God has promised me is weaker than the curse that someone else is trying to put on me. And so what you do is, and what I've done is, I've said, Lord, Lord, I thank you for X, Y, and Z out loud. And then I went back in my comfort zone and said, now I know such and such heard this. Now watch he or she gets busy. And then I'm no longer focusing on the blessing. I'm focusing on the curse. And so it goes back to that thing that the weapon may form, but it shall not prosper. But see, God has stopped the weapon from prosper. But our thoughts and the words that we're speaking out loud is what's giving the weapon the ammunition that it needs to be able to prosper in our life. So what I want to say to you is that if God is giving you something, if he has told you to do X, Y, and Z, do what it is that he's told you to do and don't worry about who's not in agreement with what it is that he's told you to do. Now, not only can you not worry about it, you cannot speak about it. Remember, life and death is in the tongue. We can speak life or we can speak death. I choose to speak life. I choose to speak prosperity. I choose to speak healing. I choose to speak abundance. I choose to speak nothing but great things on my life and the people around me. So if you have been guilty of doing something, speaking something out loud, and then have went back to worry in your corner about who's heard it and what they are doing to pray against what it is that you spoke against, what you spoke out loud about, tonight I challenge you to let that worrying, defeating mindset go. Do what he told you to do and trust and believe that the blessing he has promised you is going to come into fruition. Trust and believe that he makes no mistakes. Trust and believe there is no power higher than him. Don't give other people the fidelity and the energy that they need to destroy you by you thinking it and by you speaking what they want to happen in your life opposed to what God wants to happen in your life. Until next time, Inspired by Shell.